guys. I try and tell you if I can remember where I got things from or whatever, but basically all it's for is for inspiration. These all have process videos, so if you want to go and have a look for them, or if I can guide you as to where they are. I do have everything written down in a book so I can manually find everything, so that's not a problem. Let me know and I will try and get back to you on the same day where possible. So this particular layout, these are more recent layouts, so these were done in March 2023. So these guys, this is where I was playing with the alcohol ink to colour up my metal metal cogs. So I did that, and I just stamped a lot of arrows in all different ways. Just pulled out a heap of arrow stamps that are just from all different collections. Stamp, stamp, stamp. Did some splatters, which is not normally me, but before, to do a background, I can do it like that. So I think that one turned out really nice. And I just used some wood from, I think that was the Craft Consortium wood paneling. This one, oh, I love this one. This one turned out so pretty. So I used a linen background. I think that was a 49th and Market. Then I cut the cut file out. And then what I did is, as you can see, I raised the cut file up rather than backing the cut file. So the cut file itself, the background bit that's right down the bottom is silver. And I think it turned out so pretty. Like those flowers, they just look super pretty. I was going for a pastel look, so I think it worked really nicely. And all the way around the outside, they look like studs, but it's actually just liquid pearls. So with some stitching around the edge, it turned out really nice. Now, this one is Keith Urban. Woohoo! I wanted to go to town and just be super uber messy and just give it a crack. That's what I wanted to do. So I was using my Distress Oxide sprays, and I think it turned out really grungy, and you know how you feel when you go to a concert and it's grungy and everyone's sweaty and everyone's singing and everyone's dancing, and that's what I was trying to put into this because it was fantastic. It was another great night. I've seen Keith about 6 or 7 times now, so he's amazing. And he went to my high school and he's from my town, so you know, all bonuses. This is, so far, I think this is my #1 layout for the year so far. I absolutely love how it turned out. These wings just look so three-dimensional, and the winning tool for this is the mini blending brushes. That is what allowed me to create this using Distress Oxide ink. It just worked so well. I love it. Absolutely love, love, love this double page layout. So this one is in the double page layout playlist. This one is a Cocoa Vanilla papers, and I used some 49th and Market acetate strips, but what I did is I actually coloured them with some alcohol ink. So they're actually green, but I put some blue and some grey over them, and it took it really well and it changed the colour of them. So if you buy a packet of film strips and you think, oh, I don't really want to outlay for them because they're all pink or they're all blue, I don't use, maybe I would use 1 or 2. You can use your alcohol ink and you can change the colour of them. So go for it. This one is, I can't remember what the collection was. I know I love it. And I know I'm hoarding it. Simple Stories something. I don't know the title of it off my head. If you can remember, just, can someone, if you know what this one is, can you just put it in the bottom and just put it next to #1 and put the title of the papers in there, because someone's going to ask and I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure it's Simple Stories something or other. And that's, no, which one did I do? That one there. So that one's where my journaling is, under that one. So, but I'm not pulling it out because it was something else. This one was when I was playing with, now I did this on a wood piece, but it's really, really, it's more paper than it is cardstock. So it's really, really flimsy. I don't know why I did that. So I had cut all of these leaves out on my Cricut, and it was just a leaf pattern that I got from Cricut Design Space, and I just inked them all up using my blending brushes and my mini blending brushes, added a little tiny bit of, so through the title I used the Simon Hurley Lunar pastes, and you can see how shiny and shimmery they are. They turned out really well. Don't look at the fact that I've spelt maintenance wrong. And yeah, glued them all down, and I absolutely love how that one turned out. So yes, that one has a spelling mistake on it, and there is not a chance that I can fix it, because if I do, I'm going to wreck the whole lot. So we live with the mistake. So what? It's just a mistake. It's not the end of the world. Okay, so this one was, let me think. Do I remember? Pink Fresh? Pink Fresh Studio. This was a 6x6 paper, that's what it was. It was the Smasher Pad series, and it was the Ink Drops Candy. I've got like 4 or 5 that are called Ink something, Inky something, or Ink Drops something. So I have to keep trying to remember which one's which. So this is one of the Smasher Pad series where I used a heap of colours through the centre, a little bit of mixed media, mixed it all together, added some black, and boom, bada bing, you've got yourself a great title, a great page. And I used a heap of these Pink Fresh words, basically, just lots of words, because, you know, it's school, it's words. This is another one from these, I must have all the Smasher Pads in a row here for some reason. So this one is the Smasher Pad. Now this one, I literally left them almost whole because these are my favourite ones out of the paper pad, and I wanted to see lots and lots of the colour. So I love how it swirled, and the pink and the purple. I did use it does have a little bit of green on it, but I made sure I put that behind. So that one and that one, I've got it lined up so that it's pretty much behind the photo, because I didn't want the green on there. But it totally works, and give it a crack. This is, I wasn't really a fan of how this turned out, but it's okay. It looks alright, I'm happy with it, so it's all that matters, right? This one is the same, from the same paper pad. It's a Smasher Pad series. This one, I love how this one turned out. I did add, these gold bits are from a gold 1.0 from Paper Rose. So, and on the title there, I just used a bit of gold foil, and it just pops. I absolutely love orange, and I never ever take photos with orange in them at all, ever. So, yep, go for it. And so this one is another one using the paper pad. This one actually came together, another Smasher Pad, all from the Candy Drops, and it actually looks really, really pretty. And I actually went over the top of it with some Stickles glitter gel, and it just added a different element to it, and it allowed it, you know, you can still see it all, but it's all shiny and glimmery and shimmery, and I love it. It turned out really good. This is I really literally have these all in order. I don't know how I did that. I don't know why I did that. This one is, so it's the 6x6 paper pad. You can see how I've just chopped it up that way, chopped it down this way, and I've tried to get all of the colour, the aqua colour in the centre, and it sort of picks it up in the bike as well, so that worked really well. And because that paper pad was gifted to me from Crazy Craft Obsession, they also gifted me these stars. And I don't use a lot of stickers, but they worked really nicely with this layout. They just added to it and it popped and I loved it. So this one is the same paper pad, and this is where I had to use up some of the green, because if I'm smashing a pad, I'm using all of it. So that's what the idea of a smasher pad is. So it's a 6x6 paper pad and I basically use all of it. So in as many layouts as I can possibly get. This is the green side. Now I'm not a huge green person, but this one turned out really nice. I like it, and it's our old grey dog. That's our Coco Loco. She's so cute. Absolutely love it. And the gold that you can see there is my homemade gold mica spray, and you just give it a mix and it's all mixed up and it's fantastic. Now this one is using this is actually my daughter and her boyfriend, and using the 49th and Market Rouge rub-on titles. So I used that. I used the 49th and Market film strips and a heap of mixed media through the centre to bring the two pieces together. I find you can do that. You can just do two sections, and then if you just run your mixed media behind it, you can use a stencil. You can just do what I've done there and just sort of do splats. You can do sprays. You can do anything you like, and it will tie it and bring it all in together. So I love how that one turned out, and of course has a black border. This one I really liked because I got to use a stack of my eyelets. So I was challenged by, I think it was Kel. She chucked a bit of a challenge out there for me to be able to use ribbon on a layout, and ribbon? I think it was just ribbon. I don't know. It might have been something else as well. But I used the ribbon and I went all the way around the outside, and I started here and I went all the way up and around. So you've got to start off with a pretty big piece, and you can see that it just goes all the way around in the back. And I just tape it down with washi tape and then just put a little bit of glue under the washi and it stays there. It's fine. So, and a bit of a stencil work and a bit of texture paste, and I love how that one turned out. Really cute. This one is another one of my bright ones. This is one of the 12x12 stencils that I got, and I just put some black paint through it, and I wasn't happy with exactly how perfect it came out, so I'm on the fence with this one. I like it, but I would have preferred if that stencil work was crisp, more crisp. So next time I will put, I'll put a bit more of the light tacky spray, because when I use something like that for my Aussie peeps, this is what I use. It's Crafter's Choice adhesive spray. It's a light spray that you can spray on the back of your stencil, and when you put it down, the stencil won't move and it will stay stuck down until you're ready, and you just peel it up. It doesn't damage your paper at all because it's a light hold, but it prevents this sort of seepage and leakage. Like it, yeah. So it's much better. So I'll do that. I'll do that again, slightly differently, but yeah, we live and we learn. This one, I think this was my red monochromatic layout. I think that was for the Pink Fresh, not Pink Fresh, the Crazy Craft Obsessions Rainbow Hop. I did this one for, and yeah, so it is, I liked how it turned out. I was a bit skeptical using this much red on a page, but if you come in close to it and you look at it up close, it doesn't look like blood. It looks like splatters. It looks like paint splatters, not blood drops. So I think it worked. That's the old lumberjack plaid and festive berries, using that. And in the stencil work, I actually used the Light and Fluffy texture paste from the Crafters Workshop, and I mixed in some of candied apple Distress watercolour pencil. See, I can remember some of them, just some of them escape me. This one, just a super simple layout. There's not really much to say, bit of stencil work in the background here, fussy cut some flowers, added a little bit of bling, and yeah, the background paper, I can tell you, is a Paige Evans paper from, I think it's a Garden Shop collection for that one. This one I absolutely love. It is super, super, super simple. The title I kept uber super simple as well. It's a rub-on, and I just wanted it to be delicate, and I absolutely love how that turned out. So the lacing up and then having the muslin here, you can sort of see if you hold it like that, it's kind of like a top sort of thing. Nice pretty top. So yeah, I absolutely love that, and I love this paper. It's beautiful. I am hoarding it, I will be honest. It's stunning. I love it, but it'll creep in here and there, don't you worry. Okay, this one is the orange layout. So this was a monochromatic orange layout, and I think that was for the Rainbow Hop as well, maybe? Or maybe it's just mine, I don't know. But it's in the monochromatic layout section of my playlists, if you want to find it. These stickers are from the Amy Tangerine sticker book, Thickers sticker book. These I fussy cut. Now I fussy cut these flowers out from a cocoa vanilla page, but they weren't quite the right colour, so I just pulled out my Distress Oxides and just added a very light coat over it and took the yellow ones to a more of an orange. So don't be afraid to manipulate what you're using and make it work for you. So that works a treat. Got some of these around the wrong way. This was my black and white monochromatic layout, and I just added a little bit of, this is actually black glitter. I think it's called Galaxy. It's a Stickles glitter. Absolutely love it. Again, it doesn't come off on your hand because it's a gel. It's like a suspension, so the glitter is suspended in the gel. So when you wipe it over, it's like a glue, so it automatically glues it down. So for those of you that like the shine and the shimmer but you don't like the mess, give that a go. So that's that one. And this one, oh, second last. This one I just did paint, and I used my brayer and brayed it across. Used some Luna paste in the background and created a bit of an image in the background. This was a cut file. I believe it was from, I don't know if it's a pear tree cut. No, maybe it's a cut to you cut file. Or it could be, look, I get my cut files from Pear Tree Cut Files, Cut to You, Virginia Walker from Confessions of a Paper Addict, or Paige Evans. That's pretty much where I get my cut files from. I have bought one or two from MK, so, so it will be one of those people for that one. Loved how that one turned out. And this one was so easy. I literally just created a giant circle of glittery goodness, and I raised up my title, and my title I put a little bit of ink on. This was just sort of thinking outside the box a little bit. It's not, is it my favourite layout? No, but it worked. So that cut file I believe is a, I think it's a Pear Tree cut file. Okay guys, so that is that. I will be back with another layout share very shortly. Thanks for that. Bye.